standing in the way of making this a reality.
Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Who, these were just a few of the big-name musicians who showed up in the summer of '69 to perform at Woodstock. Well, 50 years later, organizers are interested in bringing all that peace, love, and happiness to, well, Maryland.
We're excited to be able to have a conversation with the promoters of Woodstock.
Howard County Executive Calvin Ball told us the county is working with the organizers of Woodstock 50 and Merriweather Post Pavilion to bring the festival to that famous Columbia venue. Woodstock's organizers initially wanted to hold the festival near where it first happened in upstate New York, but the towns involved there pulled out of the discussions. Howard County, meanwhile, sees opportunity.
We are accustomed to having concerts that have tens of thousands of visitors at a time.
But at this point, some big questions remain, like who could play the show, how many people could show up, or when it could even take place. The festival was scheduled to happen in New York 3 weeks from now, the same time the Smashing Pumpkins are supposed to play at Merriweather. Either way, Marylanders are excited by the possibilities.
I think it would be great. About time California can have all the fun.
It's just a matter of making it all happen. Now, we're still waiting to hear from both Woodstock 50 and Merriweather about these plans, but the county exec says he'd love to see this happen in mid-August.
All right, we're looking at a little bit of heat over the next couple of days, but the best news, humidity stays in check. So the campers tomorrow morning, again, we're looking at 60s to start. Don't think we'll see any 50s. Low 70s by 7 o'clock downtown, low 80s by 10 o'clock, and then mid 80s by 1 o'clock, and maybe we creep into the upper 80s by 4 o'clock. A fantastic Friday, though, again, because it's not humid, it's pretty warm, but it won't feel that bad. In fact, in terms of if you diagram or graph the temperature versus the heat index, notice the numbers are almost the same. So the humidity is not a detriment tomorrow or Saturday. It gets a little bit more humid as we get into Sunday and certainly next week. The beaches, we have a little bit of heat coming this weekend. If you want to beat what heat we have, go to the shore. Low 80s on Friday, low 80s on Saturday, mid 80s on Sunday. Just simply spectacular. Water temperature now in the mid 70s. That's pretty nice. For us, I mean, it's going to be toasty. Not humid, but near 90 on Saturday, around 90 on Sunday. We'll keep the weekend dry. All in all, that's a pretty nice way to end our last weekend in the month. So for tomorrow, fantastic. Weekend warmer, almost hot, but still not that humid. Outdoor plans are safe through Sunday. A few storms possible Monday. A little bit on Tuesday, but for the most part, our best chance of any widespread storms will be Wednesday and Thursday of next week as the cold front approaches. So tomorrow morning, maybe no 50s. I mean, maybe 59 in Winchester, but generally low 60s in the burbs and upper 60s, low 70s downtown. Pretty nice start. By mid-morning, we're in the 70s. Lots of sunshine. By afternoon, I think Futurecast a little over-aggressive here with the showers. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Not humid. By the time we get to 6 p.m., still mid-80s. Winds turning a little bit more to the east, so they're going to go east and southeast over the weekend. That will increase humidity a little bit, but still nothing like what we had last week, and I think it'll be bearable. By 10 o'clock tomorrow night, date night's perfect. Temperatures in the 70s, low 70s the burbs, upper 70s downtown. That's a pretty nice way to end the week. So 89 tomorrow, 89 on Saturday. Great on Sunday, a bit hot, yes, 90. And then low 90s on Monday and low 90s on Tuesday. We'll keep it dry in the metro, some mountain showers possible. But the best chance by far and away, Wednesday and Thursday of next week, showers and storms. Temps fall back in the 80s. And the Nats in town through next Wednesday.
Okay, iOS 13, Apple's newest operating system for mobile devices, comes out sometime this fall. Apple highlights new features like a dark mode, the ability to type by swiping from key to key, and performance updates. But at the bottom of the page, you'll notice a compatibility list. These devices will work with the new updates, but what about the phones not on the list? Well, there are some confusing headlines like this that claim the new iOS will kill off the iPhone 6. We even had a viewer tell us he heard that directly from an Apple Store employee. So what's the truth? Well, as the list shows, iOS 13 won't work on iPhone 6 or anything older. But key point, that doesn't mean those phones stop working. The language here gets a bit confusing. iPhone 6s and older won't get the snazzy new features of iOS 13, but the software they're running right now won't change. And most importantly, they can still use all cellular services like calling, texting, surfing the web on the go, and more. How do we know? Well, we checked with Apple and major cell providers. They all confirmed older iPhones still work as phones, they just can't use the newest features. They've actually been doing this for a while now. iOS 12, for instance, the current operating system, was only compatible back to the iPhone 5S.